Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. My name is Aiden, and if you're new, welcome. This is the show where we talk about everything from movies to comics and everything in between. Today, we are doing part 3 of our 12-part Secret Wars review. So, issue 3 of Secret Wars was published in July 1984 and is called The Crisis Within. So, this issue starts off with a storm going on throughout Battle World, and Magneto is observing it in his fortress. And at the end of the last issue, he had captured the Wasp. And at this point in time, the Wasp was the leader of the Avengers, and she and her husband Hank, aka Ant-Man, aka Giant Man, aka Yellow Jacket, etc., 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 they had since divorced. So she's in a strange place right now. But he frees her from the metal ball that he had her in, and then she reverts to her normal size, and then he's like, come on, eat some food. You know, we're stuck here because of the storm. Might as well eat and get to know each other better. And she's like, I don't like you, Magneto, but I'm hungry, so... Anyway, so they start a conversation. Then Thor is just having a blast, knocking boulders away as they try to fall onto the hero's base. And Ben, the Thing, is still in his human form. So he's basically useless, unless, of course, they need someone to pilot a plane for them. And he and the Human Torch are talking, and they're like, yeah, I think he's having a little too much fun out there. And then we cut to Thor, and he's like, ah ha ha ha. Then Rhodey, aka Iron Man, is hanging out with Captain Marvel, and they're talking, and Hawkeye's hitting on She-Hulk, and She-Hulk is not interested in him. Even though Hawkeye had just gotten married to Mockingbird. I don't like Hawkeye, okay? He's a jerk, but, you know, after he fails miserably at picking her up, he's like, alright, I'm married. I should probably stay faithful. Anyway, then Mr. Fantastic, Captain America, and the Hulk are at the computer, and they're observing all the footage of what's going on here. And they're talking about how they miss their wives, and Spider-Man's, you know, skulking around, and he's like, yeah, I'm not dating anyone, so I don't have anyone to, you know, go back home to, but I hope Aunt May's alright. And he's like, you know, Reed's my friend, and Hulk's my friend, and Cap's my friend, and, you know, they're great guys. Then he's going over to where the X-Men are, and he overhears them saying that they want to go join Magneto because, you know, mutants gotta stick together. And Professor X picks up on Spider-Man's mind pattern, and he's like, wait a minute, who's there? And Spider-Man's like, okay. And then he beats the crap out of the X-Men. Spider-Man mops the floor with them, and they're like, he's too awesome! And it's just amazing. Nightcrawler says, his strength, his speed, unbelievable, he is awesome! So he mops the floor with them, then he goes to Mr. Fantastic to tell him what happened, and he's like, Reed, I gotta tell you something. What is it, Spider-Man? I forget. Because Professor X used his mind powers to violate Spider-Man's mind and erase his memory of defeating the X-Men. And Cyclops is like, whew, good thing Professor X did that in time. And I'm just like, what? Then anyway, we see Magneto saying that he doesn't want to work with Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom's like, I'll show you, and leaves. Then he forces himself onto Wasp and kisses her, so that's not good. And then we see that Doctor Doom has brought 2 women from Earth using a teleporter and has given them superpowers, and they become Titania and Volcana, and Volcana takes a liking to the Molecule Man. And Absorbing Man is being a little sexist towards Titania, so she beats him up. And the Wrecker's like, ooh. Anyway, so then Thor awakens the Enchantress because they took her prisoner. He's like, hey, Mora, we gotta talk. And she's like, I love you, Thor, but also I hate you for rejecting me, but I'll listen to you. That's her whole motivation. She is in love with Thor, and she only fights him because he rejected her. Anyway, so Hulk falls asleep. They all fall asleep. Then Hulk wakes up and he sees, oh, the storm's passed. He's like, all right, let's get to work. And then they're like, oh wait, we're under attack. He's like, Cap, wake up. And so then the villains attack, and we get to see Captain Marvel taking a bath. Then she is attacked by Dr. Octopus. And Iron Man goes to save her. Oh wait, no, Hawkeye goes to save her. Spidey and Iron Man work together and fight Ultron. And Molecule Man and Doom fight Cap and Hulk. And then the villains' reinforcements come. And that's the end of the issue. Then we get the awesome cover for issue 4. So that is the story of part 3 of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars by Jim Shooter, Mike Zeck, and Bob Layton. This is an amazing story. I have been thoroughly enjoying it, and I really enjoy the artwork. It is phenomenal, top notch. The writing is great. I love the colors, they really pop out. The inks really complement the pencils. Overall, I really enjoy it, and I definitely recommend it to you if you have not read this story, or if you've read it, reread it. It's definitely worth the time. And so thank you so much for watching this episode of the National Timely Action Hour. And if you are new to this channel and want to check out more comic book reviews or movie reviews, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. In the description of this video, I will leave the links to my podcast as well as my Patreon page and Spring Store. So if you would like to support the channel financially, that would be greatly appreciated. You get a slew of benefits, including early access. You get private messages with me and behind-the-scenes photos and updates. And you can also get my original writing projects. And on the Spring Store, you can get t-shirts, coffee mugs, and long sleeve shirts with the National Timely Action Hours logo on it that I designed myself. And I'll leave links to my social media profiles, Facebook page, Discord server, Twitter, website, and that's really all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this, and I sincerely hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye.